Hi guys, I'm Dr. Hans and this is my YouTube channel about beer and home brewing, Dr. Hans Brewery. If you aren't already, consider becoming a subscriber. Here on my channel you can expect beer reviews like this one, or gear reviews, grain to glass videos, experimental videos where I question like beer brewing myths and beer practices, and yeah, a lot of different like stupid things. Today we're going to do a beer review. We're going to try the Ace IPA from Danny Week. Have a look at that label. The label was drawn by Danny's 3-year-old daughter. How awesome isn't that? Danny kindly also sent me the recipe, so we're going to taste the beer and go through the recipe and, as always, dissect the beer. So hang in there, guys. Okay, so the butterfly style opener. I have, this was really filled up to the top. I have a link down below if anyone wants to check this out. I also have a link for the glass. Oh, I always get like a lot of questions about the stuff I use. So I did this long list for stuff that are approved by the doctor. So there's a long like list. I think I have the text stuff I use for beer and brewing. So if it's in there, it's things I like. And I will try to update that list. But if I don't like it, I wouldn't put it in there, of course. So label out, or Mikael Bernelind will be angry. This is bottle fermented, so I will leave a lot of things there. We can add that later, so we get this as pure as possible. And of course, I didn't bring a flashlight, sorry guys. Okay, so what we got here, we have non-finger head. We have a very good looking hazy dark orange beer. Let's give it a nose. Thanks Danny for sending me the beer. Oh, okay, so here's a fruity IPA. It smells like a mix. A tropical mix. We're gonna go through the recipe. I have it on there. I didn't want to peek at it before, so we can look at it together, or I will try to translate it from Swedish to English. Yes, I'm from Sweden, by the way, didn't mention that. Cheers. Okay, so we have like cookies, bread, and I would say like tropical fruits. It's hard to like pinpoint it. So I'm guessing that it's, so it's a little like a dessert maybe. Okay, cheers guys. Let's dive in. Okay, it's not like overly bitter to be an IPA. It's more like a modern IPA than, of course, everything modern, but it ain't like a bitter IPA. Don't know the ABV of this beer. Ah, we have some text here on the bottle. Hazy IPA, just a juicy beer brewed with Azacca, Cascade and Comet hops, citrus, clementine, mango. Oh, I can't read the last thing. I'm getting old, guys. Okay, but we're gonna go through the recipe. So I can't detect any like off flavors with it. You know, if I did, I would tell you. I always do like honest review here on the channel. If you follow my channel, you know that. If your beer suck, I will tell you. Okay, so it's a quite complex beer. We do have a quite complex malt bill. but it is an IPA. It ain't like very much crystal malt tasting, which I don't think should be there. But it's not like a dry IPA, and it's not like overly bitter either. It is bitter. It's not like a New England IPA. It's a really nice beer. Okay, so let's top this up. See what happens when we add some yeast. Okay, I did leave some. Okay, so the beer totally changed color. It's gone from a beautiful beer with no head till a murky looking beer with a small head. And flavor-wise, it kind of smoothed the beer out a bit, rounded the beer. It was a little bit like a pointy. The bitterness was here and the smoothness was here, so it like rounded off the edges of the beer. But it's now an ugly looking beer. Okay, so let's go through Danny's recipes. And this is for 23.5 liters. I don't have the percentage here of the malts, so I do have Danny's recipe, so you have to convert this yourself. The recipe, of course, also goes up on my Patreon page in the DrHans recipe book. So, in the beer made section, sorry. So this is the Ace IPA. Oops. So, this is a bar. This is a bar, by the way. I have shown you this in another episode. It's like this. And I found it. Someone had thrown it away. I found it for a lot of years ago, when I was still a young lad. Okay, so this is the Ace IPA. Sorry about the accident. Focus, doctor. This is the Ace IPA. 23.5 liter in the bucket. And this was brewed on the 11th of November, and today is the 26th of December. So 1.5 months ago, somewhere like that. For malts, he used pale ale malt, 5.83 kilos, and he used Carvian, 280 grams. Okay, so it ain't super much, and it worked in this beer. I'm one of those guys actually who says, don't use it in an IPA or black IPA, but hey, it worked. But I wouldn't go overboard with it. In a pale ale, you can use more, I think. Okay, so he mashed at 66 degrees Celsius for 90 minutes and did a mash out at 78. He sparged with 79 grams of water. For hops, he added the first edition at 20 minutes, so there was all like late hops. 20 minutes, 50 grams of Azacca. 50 grams is 1.76 ounces. And at 50 minutes he used Cascade, 50 grams, and that's also 1.76 ounces. And I know that because I just did another video when I have the amount, so I'm not amazing with calculating stuff in my head. And at 10 minutes he used Azacca again, this time 100 grams of Azacca, and at 10 minutes he used 50 grams of Cascade. At 0 minutes he used Azacca 50 grams and he used also 100 grams of Cascade. There's a lot of hops in this one. Yeah, it also was dry hopped. This was fermented with Saffel USO5. I didn't pick up like a lot of esters, and USO5 ain't an estery yeast, so OG was 1066. Fermented at 19 degrees for 7 days, then bumped it up to 21, and the SG was 1013. Okay, and this was dried hopped with Azacca, 100 grams, and 50 grams of Comet. He cold crashed it, and it was bottled directly from the bucket. He primed the bottles and flashed the bottles with CO2. Awesome! And this was bottle fermented at 23 degrees for 14 days, and after that it has been stored at 12 degrees. And when I received it, I put it in the fridge, and this fridge is quite cold, so that's why I put the bottles in room temp to heat up a bit. Okay, Danny, very nice beer, I think. So if anyone's interested, you could go and try the recipe. So it's a very nice beer, Danny. I really don't have anything to really complain about it. So guys, I guess that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a double thumbs down. If you aren't already, consider becoming a subscriber and do hit that little bell so you don't miss any updates when I post this on the channel. And of course, always my Patreon page to check out, and all of my other videos. And please comment down below. I try to answer as quickly as possible. So cheers guys, and thanks for watching. DrHans out.